At Newport Faces Denovo, I strive to give patients honest assessments and the best quality results possible. We're a small boutique practice where treatments are personalized according to patients' unique lifestyles. When we first opened Newport Faces Denovo, I wanted to create an environment where patients felt comfortable, where they felt safe, and they could come for effective treatments. My clients come from all walks of life, and yet they all have one thing in common. They all want to look their best.
Well, about 10 years ago, I went through a divorce after a long-term marriage, and I looked in the mirror and just was heartbroken over the way I looked, the stress of life, the stress of the divorce. And so I started looking to have a little procedure done, and I discovered Dr. Stephen Fink, and it was the best day of my life. Everything went so smoothly, getting the appointment. I was so pleased with how personable he was and how interested he was in what I wanted done. The procedure went so smoothly, easier and quicker than I could have imagined. And my recovery was quick. And the beautiful thing was the day I went back into the office, I was only off for about 5 days. My boss saw me when I walked in that morning and he said, "Shauna, you look great today." He said, "Your makeup looks really good." So Dr. Fink gave me my face back, and in a sense, he sort of gave me my youth back. I'm very grateful.
I'm a professional baritone singer, and a few years ago, I thought I'm going to search around and see what I can do to get a little bit more youthful appearance for my audiences. And Dr. Fink, he invited me in, and we sat down and we talked about a strategic kind of plan as to what I was looking for, what he felt, and so forth. And we arrived at an agreement of what made sense. And so it turned out very well. I was very pleased with it. And it did bring back youthful years that I knew I wasn't going to get back any other way. It's interesting with the compliments you get. They don't say, "Did you have something done?" They just say, "You look really good."
After 25 years of facial surgery and thousands of clients, I've developed an aesthetic sense and understanding of how to achieve natural results.
I was just at this age that I felt like I needed a little lift of some kind, and I called, made an appointment, and I have to say I got really lucky in finding Dr. Fink. He has real concern for each and every patient, I'm sure, because he certainly has with me.
If patients leave my office with a renewed sense of self-confidence and a renewed outlook on life, then we know that what we've done here is a success.
I knew some people that had had procedures done with Dr. Fink, and they told me how great he was, and I loved the way they looked. And I came in, made an appointment to see him, and loved his staff, loved him, and I felt totally confident that this was what I needed to do. I could not have wished it to be easier, and that is the honest truth. It was so simple. And 5 days later, I was out in a nice restaurant celebrating my birthday, and people were telling me how nice I looked.
Most procedures can be performed comfortably under local anesthesia, which is safer and reduces recovery time.
I think that's the big thing that this did, is it makes you look refreshed and happy, and I didn't have that before. I had lost that.
Well, obviously the most important thing that we're looking for are results. And the thing that was most important to me was a doctor that had had all the experience that Dr. Stephen Fink has had. I have seen his work. I've seen how passionate he is about what he does, how engaged he is with the people that come into his office, and how great he desires to please them. And of course, he's a second-generation doctor, so that was the culture he was raised in. And I just find every aspect of who he is as a doctor just very skilled, and I've just always leave so very pleased.
It's true. No one wants to look older than they feel.
We both know this is a very personal decision. So why not put your trust in someone that cares as much as we do?